pretty excited, and I think it's going to be great. So, as you can see, this is my ground. This is our lot. It's actually really bad. We've got weeds and grass in certain spots, and just the ground is so hard. You have to like continuously soak it, because there's just there's no nutrients in it. And my husband's calling me. I have things growing up against the fence, and I planted. So my pumpkins, they're doing good, but they're not. And I had 4, actually I planted 6 seeds. And, excuse me, 4 of them popped up. 2 of them died. And this one is the longest one. And here we go with the aphids. You can't see, but we go with the aphids. And I don't know if we have any female pumpkins. It's just all male flowers right now. We've had a few, and they've fallen off, but I'm just letting them grow. I need to get something though to get rid of the aphids and the yellowing of the leaves. Gotta find out. Look, I got grass growing right there. I just noticed that. That's grass, guys. That's grass. That's grass. Sorry. If you see this backyard. There's nothing but dirt. It's a dirt lot. That's how it was when we got in here. And, oh, there it goes. That's how it was when we got in here. Dirt. There's grass just around where we have the palm trees. And that was it. So, now that I've got the garden going and everything, grass is starting to come in where there wasn't grass before. And there's a bunch of grass seeds. Okay, hi. So, hopefully that picks up and we get grass back here. So, look at the pumpkins. We decided to just grow things up against the fence too, to see how well it grew. And let me put this seed. I have so many weeds back here. Look at my sage. Sage is doing well. Rosemary, not so much. Can you get out of there? Get out of there. He just tramples all over everything. My deal was doing so good. And then, when we left, we came back, everything is just, look at this. So I don't know what to do with that. My watermelon is doing great. This is one that I had grown from seed indoors and had to I transplanted, and it didn't do good. And then, or is it? I actually came out here and planted 2 new seeds, because the ones that I transplanted, they didn't do very well, and then they just died. But this one's doing amazing, and it's growing. The leaves are good. It's wrapping around. It's going through the fence. There's still bugs all over. Bees come. These ones I planted from seed straight into the ground instead of in the little thing. Oh, look. Look. Come on, focus. There we go. Watermelon. There's like 2 on this one. Right here. And then right there. That's exciting to see. My melons. Look at that. Ants. Yeah, these ones are done. But this one looks great. This one looks like it's gonna get bigger. Oh, look, another watermelon back there. Yeah, I think this one's done. What do you think? Should we pick it? This one was hanging on the fence, and it completely just like, this is about as big as these have gotten for me. Nothing bigger than that. Oops, excuse me. I think that's about as big as it gets. So it's like individual size. This one looks like it's gotten, but see, that was ready. That was so ready to be picked. Well, the chickens have food. My little homestead for now, until, you know, I get it the way I want it. This is my first year actually growing out here in California and growing way more than I did back home. And I'm pretty excited. My favorite thing to try and grow are the pumpkins, and I always try to grow pumpkins, and they've never gotten that big before, so I'm pretty excited so far at how those have turned out. And this is it, my palm trees. It's a bit messy back there, but pretty soon I'm going to rip out everything in there. Give the tomatoes a couple more weeks. My okra is still growing, but everything else is oh yeah, I forgot I have a watermelon in here. Hi, what are you doing? Huh? You hot? He's a good boy. Huh? He's a good boy. You're done? Tired? Wanna go inside? Duke! Let's go inside. Wanna go inside? Come on, let's go. I don't know what. Alright, here we go. We put the compost that we've been making for months finally into the ground. We're gonna go work it in, and see how things start to grow from here. Take it over, Nana.
So they just fixed the tomatoes. You can see. And we caught 2 tomato worms and killed them.
It's not like manure, you know what I mean?
So,
Sauce. Is this asparagus?
yes it is.
Let's go, man. I love bags with sauce. Yes. Banana peel. What are you doing? Growing food in the desert. Right? This is how you prosper.
There you go. Look at that. That's what we call black gold. All the compost that we've saved up for months. Right in there. No, because the bees are enjoying it.
But isn't that bad? This is pollinate the flowers. And then all there's pollinate the flowers, not the bees. That's what Daddy said.
You can pick some. Look at the chickies.
They're pecking at something right here.
They're just having a good old time. Just pecking away. There we go. So I have grass growing. So excited. You know, I've never been really excited for grass. But I have grass growing. See? I don't know if you can see, but grass is in there. And then little bitty grass. And I'm going to rip that out. Makes me sad.
Dude,
Oh my
how
heart.
did you get that area to grow so well?
I don't know.
How did the grass come? Just naturally, huh?
Yeah.
Just all the poop, the guinea pig poop and stuff?
I don't think this is going to survive.
You want to plug it?
Look, show it off to the...
We had a vine.
Yeah, this is as long... This is
Hold
as
on,
long
wait.
as I've gotten anything to grow.
Do the runway shoot.
Oh my goodness.
Are you getting him?
It's styling in 2020. The vine. It's very fashionable nowadays.
Right? Man, that's so cool.
I heard Selena Gomez.
Hi. Welcome to Homestead. My name is Amberus. I decided to start this YouTube channel because this is really my first year actually diving really deep into gardening and everything, and I figured, you know, there might be some people who feel like they can't do it themselves or they don't know how, and honestly, I didn't know how either. So, you know, it's like, never think that just because you don't know how to do something doesn't mean that you can't do it, because you can always figure out how to do it. But, and so I have 3 raised beds right now, and a bunch of plants and fruits and vegetables up against our fence, and we're in the process of putting life back into the soil that is our backyard. It's mostly dirt, and so I just have to keep watering, and we've laid out compost, and pretty much we have 3 chickens and guinea pigs. And so with the guinea pigs and the guinea pig poop and the chicken poop and the wood chips and everything, we just mix all that stuff up and just toss it into the ground and just into the ground because it desperately needs it. So this is my first year growing a handful of things here in Southern California. I had one raised bed back in the East Coast, and I just like filled it with a bunch of things. I had tomatoes that I just sliced in half and just put it in like a little tiny pot. And then once it started sprouting and getting big, I, carefully took everything apart and, put them into my raised bed. I always try to grow different things. My one favorite vegetable to grow is pumpkins. Now, they've been giving me a hard time ever since I started trying to grow pumpkins. But this year, we got really, really lucky, and I planted, I think altogether I planted like 6 pumpkin seeds in the ground, and mix them with compost and worm castings and seed starter, and they surprisingly did really well and got bigger than what I'm used to. But unfortunately, aphids kind of took over most of my plants. I might have had them too close together, and aphids are just giving me a hard time this year with everything. I legit every morning have to come out and like get my water hose and hose them down, just because that's how bad they are here. And I haven't found the right products to use to keep them away. And so, yeah, I'm just looking at all the bees. I have basil right here next to me, and I'm just looking at, it's gone to the flowering stage. And so don't know if I want to rip it out or just leave it for the bees. Look, let me see if you can see. Tell me if you can see those bees just flying around. Oh yeah, look. Just getting those flowers. So this is pretty exciting. Where was I sitting? I don't remember anymore. Get my sunflowers, my wildflower pack that I just tossed in the ground, and they did really well. And then we were gone for a couple of days, and my sunflowers died. I'm back. If I get this to work. So I'm pretty happy and excited with how things are growing here. I'm at the point where I have so many tomatoes that they're growing everywhere, and some of them I'm ready to like just rip out just because of the tomatoes are super tiny. But this is my channel, and you'll see me all the time. I have 3 kids. They're pretty amazing. I have an amazing husband, and he is one of the reasons why I have been able to grow as much as I have wanted to. He's been my inspiration, and he's got me started on it. So yeah, I'm excited to see where my journey into homesteading and gardening is going to go, and what it's like growing here in a new zone. knowledge and learning I get. Yeah, so that's it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and come and join the family. All right. Have a good one. Bye.